You can't quite see it, but the sky's blue. And the moon's coming up. Alright, so what I'm going to do to try to match the sky is turn this on, and that is not the blue that the sky is. So DIY 3, that is when the sunlight comes in, and that matches the sunlight perfectly. Right, so that's DIY 1. I'm going to match that to the sky. So let's take away the red, increase the green, increase the blue, take away some red, and I think that is about as close as I'm going to get to it. Anyway, what I'm going to do in this video is, first I'm going to stick this to the side of my desk. And now, this thing right here needs stuff on it. Now, because of the Great Reset, which is the reinstallation of Windows 10, everything that was set on this has gone. So what I need to do is load up the software, which is this. It's already there. There. What I'm going to do is set all the shortcuts for it. That is what I'm doing. First program I'm going to set the shortcuts on can be Premiere Pro. Alright, so I'm going to load that up. It's going through the plugins, scanning the plugins, and there it is. Actually, come to think of it, Premiere Pro wasn't one of the main programs that I use shortcuts on. Might as well just close Premiere Pro for now. You can create a new profile, which is what I'm going to do. This is going to disappear. Gone. Alright, so what we need first is this folder right here. So what we have here are some Photoshop icons and some OBS icons. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll take this Photoshop icon and drag it straight onto there. Alright, so. And then what you do is double click, that takes you into the folder, and now you can start adding your icons. Now what you've got to do is go down over to, I think it's hotkey, and then you drag that over to one of these and then click to assign, press the letter you want. So it's typed B there, but what I'm going to do is put this brush tool into the icon. Alright, so, and there we have the brush tool, and I'll get rid of the title because we don't need that, and that's that sorted. So now when you look at this, you see the brush tool, and I have this selected, it's typing B. So now if I go into Photoshop, that there is not the brush tool, but if I press this, it's the brush tool. So if I select the layer, there is the brush. Alright, now I've got about 1,000 to do, and we'll do the clone stamp. So once again, hotkey, drag that over to there. Don't know why it's taking the piss to drag this down onto there. Don't know why it's taking the piss to drag. What the? There. Wow. So once again, click on this. S. Get rid of the title. Go over to here. And as you can see, it's there. So if I press this, I can now clone stamp. So clone and then stamp. Or if I want, press this again. Brush. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is just give it a quick restart. That should sort out the issue with this, because it's not been restarted in about 2 weeks. And we are restarting. While my computer restarts, I touch this for fun. So far so good. Not even a little bit loose. Not even a tiny bit about to fall off. And this side right here was taken off and put back on. Let's have a look. Not moving at all. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the day this falls off. Which won't be very long, according to some of you. The computer's restarted. Now, let's see how this works. Ah, see? Needed a restart. It's perfectly normal now. Ball bag. Photoshop, let that load up, and I need to find the folder that these icons were in. Windows now actually has this option where it allows you to leave the folders that were open on your Windows desktop open during a restart or a shutdown and then start. So that's convenient. Now, back to doing this. So double click, go into the folder. Alright, so what we need now is a hotkey, drag that there, put the crop tool onto that. And what is a shortcut for the crop tool? C. Convenient. Get rid of the title. Next one. Deselect. Now we're getting into the more advanced stuff. And that can be deselect. And that is Control and D, the eraser tool. And boom. And as you can see, we have more being added. This one can be eraser. Where's the eraser? That one. No, done that. Hang on. Gradient. That is G. Hang on. Is it G? It is. Control U. Because I am a control freak. And drag that onto there. Let's see if that works. Click on there and press that. Ah, it is. But we can't use it because there's nothing here. However, if I was to go like this and then press that, it pops up. See? Now most of these shortcuts are fairly easy to remember, but to have to take your hand off of the keyboard, it sort of interrupts your workflow. Slows you down. Also, you can put way more stuff onto this. You can have folders, and you don't have to remember everything. Everything's right here. And there's a lot of shortcuts you can use. But you see, when you try to remember shortcuts for every single program you use, your mind just wants to like explode. I use shortcuts in Premiere Pro, Photoshop, FL Studio, Chrome, DaVinci, what else? Adobe Audition, and a couple of other things that I'm not remembering right now. So, why is that even on? There we are, it's off. Now the government can't listen to me. Although technically they could by listening in on my phones. What else? What do we have? Next one, hotkey. Magic wand tool, let's put that down there. And that is W. iSync, and I don't mean UU, I mean W. And the next one, marquee tool. And that, what is that? That's a good question. What is that? Is that is it an M? Some of you don't know or understand sarcasm. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Sarcasm. And those of you make me want to jump out of my window. Now, have you ever watched a movie, thought it was good, and then gone to see the ratings on it and seen that the ratings were bad? Well, you see, that can sometimes put people off of watching movies. So, for that reason, ratings are off, because you get dipshits that come and rate movies or whatever low for no reason. Say, for example, Mel Gibson. A lot of the movies that he's in are downvoted because people don't like it. People don't realise that he directs movies, and those movies that he's directed are actually rated higher than the movies that he's acting in. They downvote just to downvote. So this is to them. To everybody else, you lot are legends. But those people can do one. They'll keep coming back, like they're watching right now. You know, what are you gonna do? Dumbass, you're a dumbass. Paint bucket tool. Hotkey, over to there. Paint bucket tool, down to here. Let me guess, that's a P. That's a P. P, go over to here, and P. What is that? It's not P. It's G. That makes sense. G. Get rid of the P. Go back to here. Deselect. That. Paint bucket tool. Next one can be the move tool. Move tool. That's exciting, isn't it? Are you a tit? You know, I don't really rant as much as I used to. Did I used to? I don't remember. Too much of that ganj. Is that a scratch on my screen? Is that a scratch on... Who has scratched my screen? No, that's not a scratch, that's something else. That's, it's gone. It's gone, it's just, yeah. I might be making some more changes to the channel. Things might get a little quieter around here. What does that mean? What is he talking about? Is he going to delete his channel? What was the next one? It was going to be the move tool. The move tool. The one that sort of sounds like the sound a cow makes. Or your mum. Going crazy doing this boring shite. Click to assign. Let's put the move tool there. And is that an M? It is, let's just guess. M. M, delete that. Go over to here, press on this. And I think it is. No, it's not. V. Right, click on there and yes, it is V. What was M? M was the marquee tool. That makes sense. Marquee, M, marquee. Move tool, not M. V. M-O-V-E. What's E? E is eraser. That makes sense. Glad it's not a Z. Z. Now, the paint bucket tool. Is it a P? Paint bucket tool. Bring that down. P. Go over to here. Press that. No. That is pen. So this, it's G. I've done G. Instead, I'll just drag this icon, the pen tool icon, down to here. There. Now it's correct. Now, let me just double check to make sure I've gone through all these, which I think I have. What I could also do is drag one of these down. I'll drag this open over to here. And then what I can do is select the Photoshop application. And there we have it. So that is now here. So what I'll do now is I'll exit this. We can pretend like I want to use Photoshop. I want to use Photoshop. What do? Oh, I'll press this. That's the Photoshop folder. And then I press this. And loading. All right, so now let's do some more of this bollocks. Selection edges. That is an advanced menu option. When you select something, sometimes you want to get rid of those selection edges. I want to see the edge of that. But this, as you can see, is in the way, the dots. The dots are in the way. How do you get rid of those? Well, you find the menu option, which is over here, and that is that. Now, you can't see what it is, but Liquor, if you go over to here, keyboard shortcuts, it gives you an entire list of what they all are. Right, so there was nothing there because you can assign, or you have to assign your own, otherwise you've got to use the menu. So let's assign our own shortcut to this selection edges jobby. So let's say do Shift Control E. Nope, that's already been used for something else. Shift and E. Nope, can't do that. That's a big no-no. Shift Alt E. Nope, can't do that either. Shift Control Alt E. That's already in use. Wow. Shift Control Alt O. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do Shift Control and this thing. No, can't do that. Shift Alt Control and that. That's worked. Shift Control Alt and that squiggly thing, or the apostrophe, or whatever the balls it is. That. Nice. Get rid of that, and now we've got to make sure it works. That is selected. So now we press this, and it goes away. See that? That is really handy. And then what you can do is just press on this to deselect that edge. See how handy that is? Text there and a T. Hopefully that's a T. Click and that. Yes, it is. Lorem, whatever lorem is. Oh, lorem ipsum. Wow, it gets even longer. And longer. Why is it getting so long? What? Does anybody know what that says? Can somebody translate that for me? Maybe it's some sort of secret code. Let's change the text size. Let's make it a bit smaller so we can see it all. Alright, so if anybody out there wants to translate that for me, go for it. I could just stick it into Google Translate, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so that's that sorted. Anyway, I've got a few more to do, so I might just waste my own time rather than wasting yours. I'm sure you're not really wanting to watch this. If you're wanting to watch this, let me know. If you like this, if you want more of me just like doing this and ranting, let me know and I will think about it. Don't know if you can see that out there, but that is the moon. Okay, so if you like this, let me know and stay tuned for more. Have a nice day or evening or whatever it is you're having. And I will probably see you in the next one.